Hi there, it's Gabrielle Nicolay from SpeechKids. I'm a speech language pathologist with over 20 years experience helping little kids learn to talk and helping parents understand their little kids. And we have been talking about curiosity. And the important thing about curiosity is really that, it's what I said in the first video of this series, curiosity and certainty cannot exist simultaneously. And that means staying open and reserving judgment. And that is so hard for us as adults because we want to feel like everything has an answer and we know what it is. And childhood is the exact opposite of that. And so sometimes I feel like as parents, we come face to face with this opposition to our desire to understand how the world works and feel, sort of secure in our knowledge about it. And yet kids, they don't know anything. And what they do know, they have experienced through curiosity, right? So they're going through life constantly looking for new and interesting things. And this is really, really apparent in the toddler years. And so loosely defined for this video series, and again, we could dissect this out so many different ways, but we're talking about your 1 to 3 year old. So they're mobile, they're talking hopefully, and if they're not, you should be asking why. And they are just like exploding with development. And so as opposed to your baby who was in a fairly static environment that you could really control, now we've got a really mobile person who's got a lot of preferences, and strong ones at that, because they've gone through this period of intense desire for independence at about 18 months. And so they're separating from you. This is like the first big milestone in terms of separation from you as the source of all things. And so this is a big moment for curiosity because your toddler wants to explore without you. They want to go in the opposite direction from the direction that you want them to go. And I want to tell you 2 things again that you can sort of play with, which is that that's okay. The concept is the same as the babies. You want to create a safe container, but the container is now bigger. And so that's really the only difference. Now, it feels really different for us as parents because we have to watch our kids do things that are a little bit dangerous physically. For example, climbing on the monkey bars when we know they can't do it yet. They don't know that yet, and they need to figure it out. And so it's this constant dance between safety and curiosity. And so short of like they're going to split their head open, we need to be letting them have space to try things, to try their new bodies, to try their new skills, to explore with their curiosity. And so it's hard, but it's worth doing. There's one thing I want to say about toddlers, which is because they are in a now they have access to like an unsecure environment, right? We're in open spaces. So getting in and out of the car, walking in parking lots, walking down the street or the sidewalk where they're maybe not in a stroller anymore and contained. Those are going to be times when you do need to implement some non-negotiable boundaries. And those should be, when I say non-negotiable, those should be like 100% of the time you must hold my hand in the parking lot. Not like this parking lot is safe and that parking lot isn't because you know something about the parking lot. No, all parking lots are dangerous, and I'm going to keep you safe by creating a situation in which you can't be harmed. That's how we're thinking about it in our heads. The rule is we hold hands in the parking lot. That's what I always often encourage parents to say. The rule is we hold hands in the parking lot. The rule is We hold hands on the sidewalk or walking across the street. And you know what kind of kid you have. You know if you have to hold your toddler's hand all the way down the sidewalk to get to the park, or if they can have a little bit of leeway. And so you make your rule based on the child you have. I've seen plenty of runners in my day who their hand needs to be held the whole time. So that's what you do. And then I've seen plenty of kids who, walk very calmly and quietly next to their adults. So you know which one of those you have. I want to share with you a resource that I think is just really, really important and will help you understand sort of what's going on developmentally with your child, and then how you can back off and allow them to experience their curiosity. And I think it's going to be backwards, but this is a book called Your 2-Year-Old. There's a whole series, as you might expect, originally titled Your 1-Year-Old, Your 2-Year-Old, Your 3-Year-Old. These are fabulous, fabulous books. They are old. I will tell you this right now. This assumes a 2-parent family where mom stays home and dad goes to work. Okay, so just throw that out. But these books are amazing. The author is Louise Bates Ames. I'll maybe link to it in the notes. But those are just like invaluable, just in terms of understanding what's going on and then how to structure the environment so that you are maximizing curiosity in your toddler. All right, we're going to keep going up in the next series, and we'll talk about 3-year-olds next, which is always a trip. So until next time, take care. Bye-bye.